This is a video by the creator Brit. Um, Rust is different, and it's not just you.
For the last 3 days, I have been trying to come up with video ideas to play and to record for the video game Rust. Now, I have thousands and thousands of hours in this game, and I've been making content for Rust for over a decade. But I just don't know. I think something has changed. I launched Rust into their new menu, and I don't know. I don't feel the same as what I used to feel when starting to record videos or starting to play this game. And I know it's not just me. I constantly see other creators complaining, mainly Molly1K on Twitter, but other creators complaining on Twitter about the same thing. And I'm really trying to pinpoint what the moment was that made this game feel okay on Twitter. I constantly creators complaining.
I think I need a much needed break from Rust. The game isn't very enjoyable. The way players plays super dumb. The meta's stupid. The game isn't for solo duo. Very true. The game takes zero skill to play. Disagree. Okay.
On Twitter about the same thing. And I'm really trying to pinpoint what the moment was that made this game feel different. And I'm struggling to pinpoint an exact thing. I know a lot of people go on about the old Recoil and how like old Recoil made the game feel challenging and you could actually out-survive someone shooting at you with like an AK if they didn't have good aim or didn't practice enough. And I was recording content before, and when I first started recording content for Rust, I do feel like people being able to like Call of Duty aim down their sights and having no challenge to that and anyone can shoot really made the survivability of this game very, very difficult. I 100% die more now than I did back then. And I know...
Same. I was mentioning this earlier, that unless you like spend time just like every wipe, spend a lot of time with AKs and in the practice tour with AKs and stuff like that, which doesn't take a lot of time in all fairness, but if you're not good with the AK, at a certain point of the wipe, you just get dumpstered every fight because of how strong that is. And it kills so fast.
I'm not skilled at this game. Like, I have 10,000 hours. I think I have 12,000 hours now, and I know I'm still dog shit, but I genuinely feel like that change made it even harder for me.
It's so strange. Like, I have 3k hours on Rust, and it feels like I am a noob. Like, that is a mad thing to say. I know there's games where, like, if you have 1,000, 2,000 hours on a game, you could be considered, like, really good, really experienced at the game. 3k hours, especially considering I've played since 2013, 2014, is nothing. You got Donnies like these that are like 10k hours and they're still saying their shit. Like,
and I mostly play as a solo player. I really enjoy solo content. I feel like it can connect to you more as a audience watcher than me playing with my friends and you know, recording that. But I just think that something's wrong. Something feels off with the game and its current state, and I really would like to see what you guys think as well, because I don't think it's just me. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, this game's dead, blah blah blah. I am so proud of how far Rust has come. Like, Rust has given me literally everything. I'm about to have my second child literally in about 2 or 3 days, and Rust has given me absolutely everything that I own. So I'm very, very thankful to Rust, and I know it is still a wonderful game, but something just isn't tickling my brain right. I've had a few, well, to be fair, with making the Rust servers, my PvE servers, I've had quite a few months off of like recording proper content, thinking that maybe if I took like a long break from recording stuff, I'd come back feeling revitalized. You know, a lot of people say take a break if you're struggling with the content, and I did that. I made the PvE servers, and I love the PvE servers. They are my babies. I am so happy that people are playing on the servers that I've created, or we've created. There's been
I'm definitely gonna give the PvE side a whirl. I might do it next month, next wipe, because I thought it was not cringe, but I thought, coming from someone that's played PvP and done everything PvP and being able to get to end game PvP, PvE, what would actually be for me to do other than maybe build something that isn't a meta base? But they've added like super AI like models, like scientists that fight back, and extra tanks, and like there's different rad areas and different like monuments and stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out. And your base gets raided by like AI zombies and shit. Like there seems to be quite a lot to it. So I'm 100% going to give that a go.
A lot of team effort in those things, and they're going crazy. I really am proud of that. But I've come back and tried to record some content, coming up with some ideas. The problem for me, I think, is I've done
that as a minigun firing rockets.
Most things on this game. I've done most things that I would want to record on this game. I have made, I don't know, I think it's something like 600 videos on Rust, which is just mind-blowing. I've just looked, I've made 702 videos on Rust. How have I done that? Oh my god. And for me, if I've done it before, I
bet that's 700 videos of... I bet they're not all 10-minute videos as well. I bet he's got like quite a few like hour-long videos and stuff like that.
Really struggle to do it again. I just find it boring. And I know if I find it boring, then I know the viewer is going to find it boring because I don't want to watch someone being bored, if that makes sense. I have really tried for the past week to sit down and try and come up with something unique to do in Rust, and I just can't. I just can't. It's very strange. And with this being my career and my job, it's like, it's worrying, dude. And with a new baby on the way, like, I need to get my act together. God damn. This is the first video I've ever done on this channel where I just talk. It's something I've never done before and probably not going to do again. I just feel like I need to vent. And I know it's like, it's kind of stupid, right? Because I know this job is one of the easiest jobs in the world. I sit down in front of a PC and just play Rust. Like, how have I managed to make that so difficult? But I'm at that state. I'm at that state where I genuinely don't know what to record and what to make. And more importantly for my brain is what to enjoy while making it, you know? Because I know I could sit down and play another modded server or something and just fake the reactions and whatnot, but it's just draining, dude. It's draining if you're trying to fake it, and I don't want to. I want to be genuine with you guys. Maybe I need to discover a completely new...
That looks like an Ark base, where they have all their, like, the tech, like, storage unit things. That's
new playstyle like in Rust that I have never done before. I remember back in the day when I first started playing Rust, I think I started just after the component system was added. Or just before. I played the XP system, but I think I mainly got into it recording-wise just after the XP system and when the component system was added. And I remember...
See, even this guy, like, he's been playing it, and he still seems like a newer player compared to when I starting in 2013. Like, it's a complete different game. As soon as you added the components, everything changed. Completely different game.
I remember back then just being in such awe, like, of having to join a server and then... You had to farm up like a bear just to be able to craft a bow. It was kind of crazy back then. I don't know if you guys played back then, but it was wild. Yeah. And then they dropped the component system and introduced an item called scrap. Scrap, for me, has been one of the most boring, like, play styles or things in a game ever. Like, to join a server knowing that you can't do much or, like, craft anything until you go and farm an absolute boatload of scrap just makes it so dead. Like, it feels painful. It feels physically painful to join a fresh server when you don't have BPs, and you know everyone else has got the BPs, so you just, and being solo on top of that, like, dude, how many things? It's crushing.
So I feel like, personally, with the BP scrap grind situation, if I'm joining a server now, a server which I don't already have BPs on, if I'm intending on playing that full wipe and playing that full wipe solo, if I don't have BPs already unlocked, like garage doors and stuff you really need as soon as possible, if I don't already have those unlocked, I'm just not playing on that server. That's where I'm at. Especially the fact that you're solo and you know you're going to be playing against groups of 4, 5, 10 mans that have got absolutely everything unlocked, and you're running around hitting barrels trying to get stuff to unlock a fucking tier 2 workbench. it's too you're so far up against it. It's insane, and yeah, I think that's why you'll end up seeing a lot of people just fucking off and going on like servers where you've got everything unlocked already, or um, those like times 10 servers where you can just run around and break one barrel and get 50 scrap, or again, what they're called, the servers where everything's unlocked anyway.
I don't want to join a server and have to farm like 3,000 scrap just to craft a gun. Like, it's just, it boils my brain. Like, I hate it, dude. That's why you see that most of my content transitioned into modded content, and I'm so thankful that it did, because if I had to play Vanilla Rust, like, as my proper job, I would be very, very sad. So that's the reason I transitioned into modded, because I couldn't actually do anything on Vanilla Rust. I mean, I used to solo Vanilla Rust back in the day. I used to upload videos of me just playing solo Rust, and then they were episodic as well, so I'd upload maybe an episode a day of me playing Rust, which was kind of crazy thinking about it, but that's what the meta was back then. That's what I did. I think if I did that now, you'd get every day it would be a video of me getting to a bow with a wooden shack, and then the video would end. There is many things in Rust that I could go on about. Another thing, for example, is the skins. The fact that you have to fight basically invisible people. It bothers me a bit, but what are you gonna do?
I don't mind the skins. Hot take. I like them, if anything. Some of the skins aren't to my style that I like, for example, but that's just a preference thing, innit? But the whole concept of skins in Rust I actually like. I rate it. And they don't like overcharge you for them. There's only one thing where they've released it and I've thought that's a fucking gouge, was when they released the like sandstone skin pack for like the external walls or some shit that it was. It was like Adobe walls or something. I seen it. It was like £15. I was like, yeah, that's a miss. But generally, they're pretty good.
I am thankful to the devs of the game. Like, I genuinely am thankful that they update the game every month still.
Got it.
Which,
Best.
for a game, it's not often that happens. And we get such detailed updates as well.
So you got Rust, No Man's Sky, off the top of my head. And what are the free game that is a one-time purchase without any subscriptions or any other gated, like, this is an expansion that you need to pay for in order to play and play where everyone else. There's none of that in Rust. There's none of that in No Man's Sky. There is expansions, but they're free. There is skins. You can earn them, but you don't need them, really. That still gets monthly updates 10 years after release. There will be more. Mention in the comments. I'll bang it in chat if you can think of any. But they're the two that jumps to my mind, which is pretty unreal when you think about it. Like 10 years later, and they still give you monthly updates, and the good updates as well. It's not like little balance tweaks and shit, like massive things. Like we got the jungle recently, and we're getting boats and shit. So
oh,
that's
like
gonna be
it
so
generally
good.
is quite impressive. But I don't know, man. Like I'm really struggling to come up with the content ideas that I can do and stuff that I want to do in this game. Like I'm struggling hard. Maybe it's not just me. I don't know. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I feel like Rust content in general is kind of in a weird place right now. I don't know. I really do enjoy some of the other guys uploading content, but it feels like it just feels like it's all the same stuff. I don't know, man. I'm probably just complaining here. Who knows? Well, thank you very much for watching me ramble. I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the game? What should I record? Should I even upload this? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like, what am I doing? Oh my god. Oh, I appreciate every single one of you who watches the stuff that I make, and this is a very rare video that I would never usually upload this, but I feel like I need to have a conversation with you guys, and this is it. So thank you very much for watching. The PvE servers will wipe soon, probably tomorrow. I don't know when. Thursday at some point, and we're releasing a new Worlds update soon, which I'm very, very excited about, but I won't bore you with that here. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I love you all, and I will see you when I make some content.
I agree with a lot of things he said. That was a video by the guy Brit, and for some reason I am not subscribed, so I will subscribe and like the video. I'll put the link to the original video in the comments for people that want to watch it themselves. And give him a like and sub as well. The guy's nearly at 500k. It's amazing. I think the main takeaways are my main issue with Rust, personally, is the fact that it used to be a survival game, which was amazing, and it had PvP elements, but you would have a lot of social interactions and you would like work with other players a lot. You build bases together, you would take on rad towns together, and then you would go your separate ways and say, deuces, have a good day, whatever. You never get that now. You barely get a hello out of someone now. It's you shot on sight, and then they call you a dickhead if they kill you, and then you get shot. It's just like it's. I think Rust evolved from a survival game where you had people you would work with and you had people you would work against, and you would have natural enemies and allies and stuff, to Warzone where you could build a base. And I think that's the issue. We're now playing a PvP game where you can build bases and raid bases, and it's not a survival game anymore. But here we are. Like, comment, subscribe.